Welcome back to Getting Worked. It's your boy Jared. I'm hanging out here with my boy Ian. How in the heck is it going, dude?
Doing good, man. Doing good. It is beginning of the week. Wasn't a bad start to the week. It was a little quiet start, which is usually a good sign.
Yeah. Not
Especially
too bad.
After having, the Super Bowl last night. That's always fun. It was a good game. Congrats to the Rams. Any Rams fans?
Yeah, I was thinking actually. I think on Saturday stream, I think I got it mixed up. I was thinking, my brain was thinking the Chargers. What I was thinking was, so you got LA Chargers, LA Rams now. It's a little tricky. They actually are kind of wearing very similar uniforms, so it's kind of hard to see. But also, the point I was thinking would have been cool if it was the Chargers, because if it had been the Chargers and the Bengals, then we would have had a guarantee of first-time winner of the Super Bowl.
Right.
So I thought that would have been cool. But no.
Well, it couldn't have been. Hang on. Couldn't have been the Chargers.
Chargers haven't won the Super Bowl. Oh, they're both in the same.
Yeah, it was like, wait a second, something about that's wrong. I can't figure out.
Why can't I don't.
That's it. Yeah, no, I'm sitting there. I was like, something's off about that.
That won't happen. I don't.
Yeah.
I can't keep with, especially with the stuff moving around. There's no way I can keep up and care anymore.
Which one is it? There's one that always throws me, and I gotta sit there and think about it. But wasn't the Seahawks? No, the Seahawks were always in NFC, right?
NFC, I do remember that. And I think that's the thing, is I think I probably know a bit more about the NFC, but up to a certain point. I think I could probably, after probably about 5 or 6 teams, then I just, it's if I don't care about you, I can't remember.
Sure. Yeah, no. I always have to think about it. For some reason, it really stuck in my head. I think at some point I went through it recently being the last maybe 5-10 years, probably with Elijah. And so I was with him, little man, trying to get him okay, this is this sport, this is that sport, these teams. He's like, oh, well, these teams can play each other. No, they can't play each other. So that's probably why it's stuck in my head. More recent than you. You haven't had to go through that.
No. Well, and in one way, it's kind of nice about the way the NFL does it, where you can have 2 teams in LA, and they're not competing in the same conference. So
sure,
you can still go and still, you can have, games again. You can have games with them playing each other. You can have sort of more of a distribution of it, where say the NBA, you do that Eastern Western Conference, and I get why they do it, because they play so many damn games, but
it was travel
and all the travel and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and then kind of a similar, but and this baseball isn't divided by geography though, right? It's more of a mixed bag.
It is mainly divided by geography. There's just so many. Baseball. It is. You still have enough East and West, because you have the NFC, the NL East, NL Central, NL West. I was gonna say. So it's football that threw me off, because football added they're the ones that added the extra division.
Right.
Growing up, there were 3. It was 3, 3, and 3. It was always easy to. But I always had to think stop, hang on. It's baseball. Baseball always had. Baseball actually, when we were young, only had East. It was East and West. They split up into multiple division, or was it the 3rd division? Because I remember the Mets and Pirates and Braves were all in the same division.
Mm-hmm.
But now they're not. And the Dodgers and a few others were all in the same division, and now they're not, that type of thing. But I don't remember. If I think about it long enough and hard enough, I'd be able to come up with how exactly it changed and when and all that stuff. But I do remember vividly when Barry Bonds and Bobby Bonilla, the Killer Bees, were in Pittsburgh, and the Mets were always battling them for that top slot.
Right.
So, yeah, and then somewhere along the way, they were like, there's too many things. Let's just switch it up. So, oh, well, always something to keep it interesting. But yeah, I know what you're saying. And I do like it in baseball that you can get like the Subway Series for the Mets and Yankees, or in football, this will never, ever happen. But, the Giants could play the Jets in the Super Bowl. I gotta tell you, that'd be a terrible Super Bowl. just be such a terrible Super Bowl.
Just don't let that happen.
Oh man, that'd be a bad Super Bowl. I'm not even. Don't get me wrong. I would feel good about my chances, but I would, I would feel too good about my chances. That's the problem. It would be one of those. And if they didn't win, I mean, Giants fans would have to like shut it down. Like that would be it. We couldn't show up anymore. We can't lose. You couldn't lose to the Jets in the Super Bowl. That just Jets win the Super Bowl on their own. Some other team, that fine. You couldn't. New York is Giants area, not the toy team from the little toy team can't even get their own stadium. So,
yeah, the game. Actually, I mean, for me, one, not really caring who won because I didn't really care about either team. But for me, just as far as like the type of football I like to watch, I actually really like the game because like nobody could run, period.
Man. And was the weirdest thing.
Just
at all
getting through. And then when Aaron Donald started just going off near the tail end of that game, holy crap! It was like he needed that whole like altercation on the sideline with the Bengals. Yeah, and then it just seemed like and then like even the guy, like the announcers was like,
I wouldn't.
That may not have been the right move.
I'm not sure how you thought that was going to go, but it's not going to go that way. Honestly, what's the best scenario you see coming out of this?
You don't tug on Superman's cape.
Sleeping dogs lie or something.
Something like that. Something like that.
You don't talk. Yeah, you don't talk trash. I mean, Donald, really good player, probably a Hall of Fame player eventually.
Sure.
So he's not in the category I'm about to put him in. But you don't talk trash to Jordan. You don't. Just.
Well, no. And I mean, as far as that,
if he's
Bengals offensive line was going. And then they were starting to really pick apart and this is where I also kind of like, especially like, looking at like defensive line stunts and stuff like that. They were doing a really good job of stunting around. And it's like, okay, you want to double Donald? Okay, fine. But we're going to push you over. We're going to make your center, double on him because he's going to push into that inside slot and just make sure that the center is having to account for him. And then they were basically eating up that guard. I don't remember his name. There was one guard in the Bengals offensive line that was just having a rough night all night.
Yeah. So the Bengals suffer from the same disease that the Giants do, which is no offensive linemen. So their draft should be offensive line in the first and second, third, maybe fourth round. that they're another team they're better than the Giants offensive line, but I mean, you and me and three other people might be at least equal to what the Giants have on offensive line right now. So
right.
That should tell you something.
Yeah, it should.
Yeah. But I mean, they're better, but they're not good. Coming into the game, it was reminiscent. Like, again, my team's the Giants, so we always had a pass rush back in the day. Like, that was what the Giants were known for. It's been so long since they've had one that I've forgotten what it was like to head into a game where the other team was afraid of your pass rush. Like, they were truly
right.
Like, oh man, and they're not afraid. Like, hey, we're gonna give it our best valiant effort and I think we can kind of go toe to toe. No. Like, we're going to have to change our game plan because we can't drop back 5 steps.
Yeah.
Like it's just, we're not going to try. We know we're not dropping back more than 5 steps. That's it. Then, you need to get the ball out 3 seconds or less. 2 seconds would be preferable. Maybe 1. If you could get it out on 1 step back, that'd be great.
Yeah, you could.
Time.
I mean,
and coming into that game,
yeah,
like, it was common knowledge. Everybody was saying it. Like, we're not gonna let you drop back. That's just not gonna be a thing we do.
Well, and
Which made it really interesting, seeing as they couldn't run the ball either. I'm like,
no, that's the trick I was saying. Like, they were having problems running the ball, and the other thing too is, I mean, really, it was weird. It almost seemed like they needed Aaron Donald to wake up, because it wasn't like in the first half they were getting like serious crazy pressure like you think they would. And especially since they rely more of that push through, it almost kind of remind me of like that older Tampa Bay with Warren Sapp, where you had more of your penetration actually coming through him. And then your linebackers may kind of get through here and there, but there wasn't a whole lot of blitzing going on in that way. You're more just kind of busting that pocket in the middle and just really just trying to take away the run game, and at the same time really pushing through, and then just hammering your way into the quarterback, that kind of thing. And I mean, I was actually kind of surprised they weren't getting even more like legitimate pressure. I mean, they'd get a little bit, but you think they would be getting more consistent pressure, kind of like how they did in the second half, especially towards the tail end of it. And the way I think they just made their adjustments, and the way they were stunting it and the way they were working it through, you were getting more bodies past the line of scrimmage into the pocket. And so I think that really kind of made up, because they were especially coming from behind, trying to get through, basically helping to keep it from becoming anything worse than it was.
Right.
Because I was like, oh crap, like
no, for sure. That's
And I was almost wondering if it was going to come down to like having that blocked extra point kick turn around and or like that disrupted extra point kick, like in the very beginning, turn around and bite them in the butt, because it was basically where it was like they had like a 3-point lead or something, or they had they were down by 4. So if they had gotten that extra point, then at the very least a field goal would have tied it.
Field goal to tie, right.
and then gone from there. So I was kind of wondering. I was like, is this gonna is that busted field goal actually gonna be the thing that turns this thing? And I'm like, holy crap.
Well, but see, it could almost. I thought that too, and then I thought about it. Honestly, the game might play out completely differently with that extra point, because you're playing for a field goal.
Right.
At that
right.
point. You're not going for a touchdown, which means your play calls could be different. Maybe not.
No, it's true.
Maybe the game is tied at the when the Bengals get the ball.
Yeah.
The minute and some change.
Yeah.
As opposed to down 1 or down 3.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It could have been the other kind of thing. So I was like, actually, maybe in a weird way, the kicker did win it. I guess. In an alternate timeline.
Just kind of.
If I was the kicker, if I was the kicker's agent,
that was the story I was telling. That was the story I'm telling.
Sticking to it.
Well, was it the kicker that messed it up? I just saw. I didn't catch the whole thing.
Fair.
No,
it
didn't even
touchdown. I went, went over to go get a drink, and it was like, and he missed it, and I was like, and what now? What? He missed what? The kickoff? What did he miss?
What's up, Sith? You almost guessed the score to win a crap ton of money. How far off were you?
Stop with that close stuff now. We gotta. I don't know if you heard. I don't know if you heard me when I was doing the stream one night. I said that we need to have Sith picks. It's going to be a new segment. We're going to have Sith pop on. He's going to give his picks for whatever parlay. And then we'll just have to know that one of them will be wrong. He's going to get, if you throw in $10 and could win 6,000, one of Sith picks will be wrong. Just one, like all the rest will be right. So your goal is to just figure out which one it is. It's like a weird hidden picture game.
Well,
Hold the rest of it up.
But I was trying to wonder, and maybe it was not sure, it was more like a 3-point field goal that someone was going for. But I remember I thought with that extra point, it wasn't that he missed it. It was actually that it got like people got into the line, and holder messed up. People got pushed to the line, and it wasn't the kicker. It was just a busted play. Now there wasn't pressure coming through, but it wasn't the kicker missing it. It was just a complete botched up play altogether. And so, yeah. So if I was the holder, that's what I'd have been spinning.
There you go. That's it. Yeah, because I just heard like they missed it, and I came back around like, what? How did you missed? What did they miss?
No, you should be fine. If you're a kicker and you miss an extra point, that just forget it. You're done. I
mean, yeah. Granted, extra points aren't the gimmies that they used to be from 2 yards out. It still throws me off enough every time I see them lining up for an extra point now from 15 yards out. I'm like, what is? Oh, right. Extra points are back further now. That's still, the kid in me that grew up watching extra points from 2 feet away. I could have kicked extra points back then.
Oh, sure. But I mean, but if you think about it, though, and for like a professional kicker at that level, even 15 should be. It should be.
A chip shot.
You have one job. And I can understand if you're getting into like 50 yards, 40 yards, kind of in that, okay, you can kind of start to throw the percentages at it. And okay, you kind of look at the variance over the course of, say, a season. All right, fair enough, man. But extra points still. I think this will probably drop. I mean, I think if you dropped it back like 5 more yards to be closer into that like 20 some odd range, even then it's kind of like, all right, you damn well better make more than you miss, but it's kind of like a bit more like, okay, all right, you're going to see more, not go in. It's just, it is what it is. I mean, you get that little bit off the foot, at like 15 yards, just the power of the kick just gets it there anyway, no matter what. Whereas you get about 20 and back, then you get that wrong angle on your foot.
Yeah, start
laces out.
That weird tailing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, laces out.
Laces out.
That's right. Haven't seen that movie in ages.
Oh my God. Did you see the cable guy?
I'll be back tomorrow. I don't think you. No, I don't.
No, that's okay, man. We're good. Just stay at home.
That's pretty awesome. Actually, commercials. Okay, so my favorite commercial right now is it came on before the Super Bowl, but I think it gets counted in. My favorite commercial is the Alexa commercial with Colin Jost and Scarlett Johansson.
Oh yeah.
Talking about Alexa. I tried to tail my word off right there.
Yeah.
Dawned on me. I'm like, it's gonna set off everything here.
Yeah, I think if she could read your mind. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. It was like ordering breath mint extra strength. Because she rolled over and like looked down and started talking. He was like, that was pretty fun. I like that whole thing. It was me, Papa. It was me all along. You have to see the commercial. It's a funny commercial. All right, so what are we playing tonight, man?
Gonna do a little Dark Age. Let me pop over to the split real quick.
Yeah. Oh, I can talk about this too. So I had a idea, and you know how these usually go when that happens. Had a thought. What we'll do, maybe starting in April, thought maybe 1 week every quarter we'll start out, see how it goes. 1 week a quarter, we're gonna do retro gaming week, for lack of a better term. I think this one I called Tax and Throwbacks, TNT, because I'm corny, and it's mid-April, so it's tax season for us here in the U.S.
Right.
But yeah, so I was thinking that week we'll play throwback games. Whatever, if people give us some ideas, get on Discord, pop on in chat, give us ideas over the next month or two of some random games. Well, if we get enough, kind of feedback from it, we'll put it to a vote and that type of thing. But otherwise, pretty much almost anything, if we can get it, of course, we'll try to get it downloaded, and we'll do a stream that week. We'll have different ones, throw some stuff out there and see how it goes. But that's the thought. So if you think of some old school games, I was thinking stuff, Prince of Persia, and I don't mean anything in the 2000s Prince of Persia. I mean, it's like 90s Prince of Persia that was
old school,
yeah, old school, original volume, I guess I should say, of Prince of Persia. That type of thing. Maybe some Mega Man, if I could find it.
Well, there's emulators.
Jared's absolute favorite, Star Control. So we'll have that. That'll be a Jared drinking night.
Yeah, while you play it, I'll be drinking.
That's it.
That's good. I can do that. I should just run the stream and not have to, not think too much, other than like, damn, I'm glad I'm not playing this damn thing.
I'm not playing that. Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing too, because and that'll work, because some of them we can have a mix, because some of them, like obviously some of those are single player only.
Yeah.
And then like some of the other ones we can hook up and do something like I think Scorched Earth, you can play against each other, and I know obviously Mario Kart and that kind of thing you can. So
sure. Oh, so I will say something about Mario Kart. I'm glad you actually brought that up. We could definitely play him as a throwback Mario Karts as well, but I'm thinking about I'm gonna go ahead and get Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's been out forever, but there's no reason. I just couldn't bring myself to buying it because I had Mario 8 already. Just couldn't bring myself to buy it just for the Switch. It's like, this seems stupid. Well, they're releasing, and I want to say it's this week, starting this week, or I've got to look, or maybe in March, actually. I think it starts, that's right. It starts around March. They're releasing a bunch of new tracks, and a bunch being, my son told me the number off the top, and I can't think of it off the top of my head. It's a good amount for DLC. It's a good amount. Something, I think he said 40 tracks, but that seems like a awful high number. So I may be remembering that wrong. But there's a good amount that are supposed to come out. So if you have the game already, I think the DLC is going to be like $20, and you'll get 40 some tracks or more at that point. So I'm probably going to get that and then start kind of warming up, getting those tracks and the regular tracks opened up, because I haven't played 8 Deluxe, because I don't think it's any different from 8. So we'll see. Hey, what's going on, Quantum? How you doing, buddy? 48 tracks. Okay, so I knew it was something in the 40s. I'm like, that sounds like an awful high number. Maybe I have that wrong. Yeah, so 48 tracks. I'm thinking about starting that and getting it going. And Mario Golf, hey, we'll definitely do some Mario Golf.
Maybe we'll do that Wednesday.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna ask it.
Maybe we'll plan to do that Wednesday.
That'll give me a chance to, and this is totally on me. That'll give me a chance to. I forgot about the Switch. It's per account. I'm always thinking device. I can set up the online portion.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I've got to set up a Nintendo account for our streaming, and not just for it's on little man's account.
Gotcha.
It dawned on me. I'm like, how did we do this before? And that's what it was. So this way I can have it on. This way I can have it on the the stream and be able to jump. Quantum could jump in with us and play and that kind of thing. So
okay. I'm down to.
But yeah, I had forgot about that. Thank you for the reminder. Yeah, we'll definitely get some Mario Golf. Another thing, I have to unlock a whole bunch of stuff. Honestly, I've got.
Oh gosh, yeah. I mean,
well, because all of it was played under the other account anyhow. So that's why I was looking like, why can't I? Where is everything? I forgot. That's what it all is. So I'm basically starting from scratch again, which is fine because I hadn't played it in so long. But yeah, we'll get that. So yeah, let's do maybe Mario night. So we'll do golf. Hopefully I'll have some. I might get it I may get it by Wednesday. I might get it this weekend. We'll see. As far as
we'll play it by ear.
Yeah.
But yeah, either Wednesday or the weekend we can do it.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, cool. I'll tell you what. Before we actually jump in. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
I am having trouble with my drink. It's broken. So, I will be right back. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, no problem. I was going to say, that is completely the wrong setup. That's the old setup. Not that it's necessarily a bad thing, but trying to play around with some of the new hotness. Hey, and Quantum, thanks again for suffering through Crash with me the other night. Definitely never would have gotten that red gem without you. This in here. But we are going to be running in, I figure we'll probably at least do some of the battleground stuff, what we call BGs and Dark Age tonight. We're probably be running those same characters we ran with you last week. Quantum, if you do happen to feel like hopping on. But, yeah, see what's going on. Okay, let's go back there. Okay.
I'm assuming we are playing. Which one did you pick? Mid.
Yeah, I'm okay. Right now I'm just on that Lobby warrior. I figure we could hit up the BG Kiloloe or Kilolo.
All right. Let's see if I've sat at this screen for too long or if it's going to kick me out.
That's what I was wondering the same thing, to be honest with you. When I first logged in, I was like, no, it's going to kick me out. Oh,
no, let me through. All right.
Nice.
I fully expect it to be like, no.
Like down the road, you can.
That's really where I'm at.
You can.
I totally understand that that's really my least important skill.
But also, it doesn't really matter only because you don't have to like you can use both, and it's not like you have to. It's not like Albion where you have to train in like one like a sword, and then you have to have like train in like two-handed. You just train in the weapons, or even like Hib. You don't have like a large weapon like train and spec. You just train into the weapon, and you can use both the one-handed and the two-handed variants.
Gotcha. All right.
It's almost like they're focused on melee.
It's weird. That can't be it.
It's almost like that's their bread and butter.
Nah, I think it's just by chance.
Not just the game's broke. The game's broken, and no one's telling
it.
No one's telling.
You say it all the time, man. Come on.
Fix your damn game. I know.
All right, let me see. Did I have anything before I just start throwing away stuff? Was there anything? I'm out of space in my inventory. Of course I am.
Go figure.
Yeah, who knew? All right, so I'm assuming I go storm calling first. Do I worry about a shield? Do I worry about parry next or shield? And I guess that really depends if I'm going two-handed or one.
Well, you want to be able to flip around. You're still going to want to have at least some, like, I would say you could probably still go, even try and go to 42 shield. You won't get as long of a slam as you used to, but it'll still give you some decent time to back off, and then you can start casting at people.
Sure.
I think that's the main trick.
Okay.
So I would say next. Shield next. I would say, like, I mean, you probably can keep like weapon and shield. So I would be. I'd have to look at what the points are and like how many points you can get. But I wouldn't be surprised if you can get around like 39, 40 weapon, 42-ish shield.
Well, to give you an idea, like right now at level 16, for much as we can face this. At level 16, I can have Storm Calling at 16, Shield at 12, and Sword at 9. With nothing else. No parry or anything else.
Okay, so it looks like right now, like the common group / Zerg spec is 50 Storm, 42 Shield, and then you're going to be in the 30s with your whatever weapon you choose.
Okay.
It just says,
which is roughly where this is kind of trending right now.
Yep.
Okay.
So then it's kind of one of those things where you kind of see, okay, oh, can I get a skill with this level up? You kind of keep them fairly close, and then it's like, oh, I can get a skill with this one. Because the other thing too is to think about is, been forever since I've looked at this. You might want to get to where you can get that. Depending on how your weapon also maps out, like basically what you want to either with your weapon or your shield, it's nice to have that behind stun. Mm-hmm. Or this I can't remember.
Running stuff down.
So yeah, it really helps you.
Sure. That makes sense.
So I don't think you get any snares or anything in your magic line. You might, but I think it's still primarily damage. It's been too long since I've hopped on my Thane. Of course, I can always look. Is my Thane actually on this account? Because if so, I could just pop onto him real quick and I can tell you how he's set up.
All right, so I need to also look. Now that I have some actual spells, as opposed to whatever I was doing the other night. That was rough. Let me just tell you. All right, so I have call. Oh, I get to call the hammer. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's an AoE. Let me put it down in my AoE section. Okay, so I have self buffs and stuff like that too. I take that back. That is not a buff. What is that? Is it a debuff? Oh, it is a debuff. Does this have some champion vibe to it?
Not as, I mean,
I'm asking. Oh,
it's more. No, I know. No, because your deal with your weapons are more geared towards direct damage, either like single target or AoEs. But you will get like a you have a resistance debuff and what's the one that I have here?
Acuity. This is acuity.
So you have, that's a regular buff, grants you 7% chance to penetrate magical, decreases target's resistance to energy damage, which will then in turn impact your damage, because your damage is, it's always nice when they actually give you the debuff to what you're doing. Acuity is reduced by 58%. So you do have some, but it's not like a champ where he has they're more lean towards debuffs with some damage abilities. Mm-hmm. And they actually have like a snare and some other tricks like that. Whereas, yeah, you have like a couple debuffs and maybe like a couple buffs for yourself. And then you are still focused on damage.
I'm with you.
Yeah, you got quite a few. Let me see here. A group buff says, yeah, it's a endurance reduction. It's just a one-time group buff that you.
I'll just throw this down here in case we need to fight some random stuff. All right, I am ready when you are.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just heading up the port over to the BG.
No problem. Let me bind here while I'm thinking about it.
Oh, and don't forget to pick up your favorite quest.
What quest is that? No idea what you're talking about. It's been so long since we played Dark Age. It's the greatest thing they've added. That was in
Phosphid.
Come on. You can do it. I know you can. There you are. Good job. It's an old computer. It needs motivation. Positive thinking.
That's where mine gets, where it's like, oh, you want to run all that stuff for the stream and play this game? Yeah. I'm just going to make you wait a little bit.
We'll see what happens.
I ran back and, like I said, I think it's been like maybe like 30 minutes on him, but I was like running back and forth to like the closest quest, like the closest kill quest, and just run. I was like, basically just so I can get some BP, so I can get some halfway decent gear on him.
Oh, true. Yeah, I'm glad you actually said that.
I still have more to get. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, my left side's fine. That's right. Yeah, I still have a lot of green.
I'm gonna need you to hit me over here if you could. No, no, not the other side. Clearly not the other side. Need you over here. Focus, focus. Only thing about putting glasses on while wearing headphones. Gotta get everything readjusted.
Oh, I know. Yeah. You try to do that, and then like I'll do that, and then have the hat on, and then the glasses, and the headset, and the whole thing, and it's just all just the. That's why I love. That's why I've really moved over to these earbuds instead.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and figure out something.
Just grab some like old like 3.5 milliliter.
That's the catch, because I went and got this extra long, ridiculous cord. I mean, it's not that expensive. These are pretty cheap now, but still. But unfortunately, because I had moved so far away from anything being any cord whatsoever, because I hate them for this very reason. That, and every time I move, I hear it. So that bugs me. But that's just for my own.
Telling you, man. See if you can get some of these. Just get some of the old school Apple earbuds that used to come with the older iPhones when they actually still had like 3.5. You know.
Yeah.
Or even see if you have one of the ones that are Lightning. See if you can get your hands on a. They actually had a converter that'll hook up. Like you could hook the Lightning in and then plug.
I remember that.
Plug it in as a 3.5. Stereo mini. Oh, I need speed because good God, I still can't get over how slow. Yeah, there's a bunch of them around here. Just get up on these. speed.
Mr. Popo.
Yeah.
He was fighting. I forgot even who he was fighting, but it was somebody who was fighting. I think it was Gohan. I think he was trading Gohan and it may have been Goku. Honestly, I can't remember where it was in this.
Well, yeah, because there was I think it might have been Goku in the early parts because it was like this time where it was like just goofy little dude and like he was like just basically
and he was trying his best to hit him and he could not hit him.
Yeah,
and he was just like, "Oh, you're slow. I can, I think it was Goku because I think Goku was like feeling himself, and he was just like, "Nope, oh, miss me again." And you got to do it in the voice.
Yeah.
I'm so surprised that they don't have Mr. Popo more and more in, the newer stuff. It's so strange. Okay, try the. Can you pick up that piece of wood up ahead of us? Near the log in the water.
Oh, yep. I'll find out. Be very, very curious. Watch me get shot in the eye with an arrow.
No, of course. That's where it happens. We're in water. We'll be slower. Yeah.
Oh, which? That way.
Little side step.
Yep. It tells me.
Side step to the music.
It tells me that I cannot carry this object.
Sorry, I wasn't specific. The little wood pile, man, not the big one.
No, I am. It won't even let me click on the log. Yeah, it won't. I don't know what's going on. It's so bizarre.
That is weird. Yep.
Yeah, you got it just fine. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't carry that object for some reason.
That's odd.
And it's not like I'm over leveled for the BG. I don't have any RPs, so
I don't think that matters anyhow, because there's plenty of times you can pick up the wood pile.
Oh, sure, because when you go and turn it in, that you get the RPs, right? So I don't. I'm just trying to I'm trying to rack my head around why. I'll just see if I'll just see if it'll. I guess just get to the next BG and see if it'll. Otherwise, fix your game, Mythic. But I couldn't do. I tried a couple different ones, and
Maybe
I could not on this guy.
After the fact, if you get to the next one, it can pick up something.
Yeah, I mean, I have it.
Give you the back.
Maybe.
The ones before, anyhow.
And doubt it. But
as long as you can pick one up, like in any of the BGs, you'll get the ripple effect from behind. But it's odd that you can't pick up. I mean, there's another one behind us if we really want to keep going that direction, but I would just hurry up and get out of this.
Yeah.
PG.
Nah, exactly. I just see if it just fixes itself in the next one.
Mm-hmm.
No idea. Because, I mean, also, at least, it's one of the lower... you run through and, just like one pickup, you pretty much roll through, like... 4 or 5 of them, what you would get here. So,
oh sure,
not that big of a deal.
This is much more about just getting out of here.
Yeah,
because honestly,
this is what 19
is your. I skip it anyhow. Yeah, 20 is
like, if you get 20, then you got if you leave or die or whatever, then you're done. Yeah, but I don't even know if I'm gonna wait till 20.
I There we go.
Okay.
I'm a caster. What am I doing? Walking out here in the water.
Hey, what's up? I'm assuming it's a Bessinar. Hey, be honest, I'm not sure how many people are on right now. Let's see something here.
Where is that? I can never remember.
Well, I'll do who, and sometimes it'll give you kind of an idea. It truncated at 25 around here, just in mid, that I was able to pull. That's also not the anonymous folks, if people even still run anonymous these days. No, that used to be a thing.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, I know that our Big Boy RVR is still pumping pretty well, and I know there's still a lot of interest in
Definitely strong on the weekends for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of activity going on with a lot of the different raids. There's a group that'll run pretty regularly on the weekends. Some of the higher end raids for folks, so people can get gear and things like that.
Not Underworld.
What
do I keep calling it?
It's Otherworld and
Curse.
The Curse raids.
Yep. Things
and
like that.
Yeah, and then I think the next I have not paid attention though. I would expect that to be either the first or second week in March.
And if you don't know what Caledonia is, if you haven't been on live, you may not know what that is. Caledonia is a big event. I'm reacting to the red, sorry. Caledonia is a big event that they do. Actually, during that event, if you get on for anything, get on for that for sure.
Yeah.
Because it is pretty slick. So what is he doing? Sorry, I'm a little distracted by trying to figure out what this guy's doing behind us. He's getting just close enough for me to be like, so what are you? Why are you standing so closely?
Okay, so but Caledonia is you effectively start out in a RVR map. A lot of times it's based off some of the older, like not new frontiers, a lot of more older frontiers, or maybe like some of the older, somehow like
everybody said.
Yeah, but like the last two we did, they weren't the same map. But yeah, like old in Maine would be one. Anyway, you start at level 1. Everyone does. Yes. And there's a level cap and an RP cap for the day. And then the next day it goes up, and then you hit it again, and you basically just go out there and just wreck people. Some of the funner ones are when you're like level 1 to
19.
Level 19 is like the 19. Yeah, because you can usually like speed level to level 10 talking to an NPC. So it's really, you don't quite start at 1 technically.
It's a lot of fun. That
can be.
I will say that is a lot of fun. And I'm not a big, I don't know if you were a big RVR person. When was the last time you played? When was the last time you were on live? I guess I should ask. Because if you were like us, Jared and I, from years ago, so we played originally back when the game first came out, back in 01, early 02. And played for me, I played till 06. I think it was 06. And Jared played for another year after that on live. And then we played, the different shars around the Uthgard and stuff like that along the way as well. But we hadn't played live since probably 07, 08. And then we came back about a year ago to live. And it's been a lot of fun. Honestly, it's been a lot of fun. Are the numbers what they were then? Oh, good God,
no way.
Of course not.
Yeah.
It's also a 20-some-year-old game at this point. But weekends, you can get a good vibe. Caledonia event is the thing right now. That is definitely the thing. They run that every 3 months. Roughly. Here lately, it's been about every 3 months. They just started that last year. But as far as deciding whether to come back, hey, you can do a free-to-play, especially if you've had it before. You can go get your old characters, depending, again, how far back you go. If you were back in, our first generation of stuff, you can go back and get your characters, bring them back, and it's all free. It's the Endless Conquest. Is that?
Yep.
Am I using that?
That's the one.
Endless Conquest. It's free. You can use your old characters. You can make new characters as well. You're just limited on which characters and I think
classes you can make. The classes and races you can use.
That you can bring in. Yeah. But still, you can play everything else. You can go and you can get in TOA. You can do all that type of stuff. Leveling is, depending on how long ago it was, you may know about the leveling. The old school leveling is a thing of the distant past. Because you can level now. I've heard everything from 2.5 hours from level 1 to 50 to 4 or 5.
I think 4, like especially if you don't quite know the new setups and everything, but if you kind of work through it, there's guys out there, people will tell you kind of what's up.
Sure.
Yeah, I think 4 to 5 hours is very doable.
Long gone. Yeah, I was gonna say, never think that you're okay. I've got to go and find some corner of the map and sit in it for 6 months. Nope, that's not a thing. You'll have a if you started tonight, if you brought your character back, which I fully think you should do. If you started your character back tonight, tomorrow evening, if you put a few hours in, you'd be at 50. You could be at 50 anyhow. I'm not saying you should definitely blitz it to get to 50, unless you just want a specific character to jump to RVR, because there's a lot of, there's always the stuff along the way that you can do, but a lot of stuff, what's the phrase you always use about life, bettering your life? What's the, shoot, I can't think of the right phrase I'm looking for there.
Yeah, you're losing me.
Quality of life.
Oh, quality of life stuff.
It.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I'm like, hang on, give me a minute. Thinking. So in case you're wondering, that's what that smell was. Yeah, but yeah, there's a lot of quality of life stuff that has gotten better. There's still stuff they need to do. I'm not even gonna lie. It's probably since Phoenix you haven't played. Okay, so it hasn't been. How long has Phoenix been out? Phoenix has been out for a while. Let's say
2 or 3 years at least, if not longer.
Yeah, at least. Yeah, so if Phoenix has been out. Yeah, Phoenix has been out a while. Or was out.
Yeah.
Oh, here's some more armor dropping. I should have just waited until this stuff dropped. But yes, there's a lot of stuff. You should definitely come back. And I don't mean that to, I'm not, Jared and I are not paid to say this. We're not. But it's Just pop on. Go, if nothing else, go get your old characters, bring them over to live, get the free conquest, endless conquest, get that all set up, and then if you want to pop on any old time, you can. You want to pop in and do Caledonia event, cool. If you need help getting like everything lined up and crisscrossed, let us know. We've done it a bunch of times on stream, not a problem. Yep. We will walk you through it. Shoot, we'll help you level up and do some stuff. We always like having people in chat jumping in and out and being able to come join us. So we've done that plenty. So yeah, anytime. All right, so where am I at here? Do I have all the armor that I need? Do I? I do not have that. It's funny. You would normally buy armor. In real life, you would buy armor from your head down. In my world, in here, I'm buying it completely backwards. Like the last piece I got was a helmet.
Well, really what you want to do, you get your left side armor pieces, because those are the pieces that are going to get hit the most, technically. The way the algorithm works, they're bigger pieces, and so they're more likely to get hit than like your head or your gloves or your feet.
Right.
So but of course they have a tendency to cost a little bit more because of that. Sure. But yeah, if you're looking for, bang for your buck protection, then go on the left side of the thing.
That's usually what I start with the chest piece. I work down over to the boots and then back up. Hence the reason the head is always the last piece.
And did your trainer give you a body piece?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, once you get that, and then so basically, I'm still on the.
No, I think it's better here.
It is, but I'm gonna hold my BPs for the next. I'm gonna see what my guy gives me, and then if it looks like it's still better, I'll wait till like Thid, right, to probably get and until especially when he starts getting to where they don't give you the freebie gear anymore.
Gotcha.
Because I'm 19, my chest piece is still yellow to me. Yeah, not quite as good armor wise. Oh, wait a minute. Double check something. Good
Okay,
grief.
so you said about 4 years ago. Yeah, I knew it had shut down. Even though we're playing on
Celestius
live,
now.
Jared and I are not one of those, you have to play on live.
No.
We're not one of
No.
that group. You're supposed to play and enjoy the game. We're all Dark Age community. If one piece of it dies, no matter whether it's on live or otherwise, that's not a good day.
Then the game's just done at that point. It does not help me to be running around in cloth legs. That doesn't help me at all.
You're a tank. That should be fine.
And it was just you're talking about the drops. It was one of the drops that I'd gotten last week
Early
when we were
gotcha.
running around, and I just put it on because it was something better than what I had.
It's better than nothing. So
technically, okay.
Alrighty,
not much.
We could go left this time if you want to just break it up a little bit, but
okay.
I think it's the monotony. Same straight line, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. You just go around the different loop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And still get denied from picking up the wood pieces.
Pretty much. Not sure what that's about. That's so weird. You talked bad about to the wood guys, and they finally heard you, man.
Nah, it's okay. I'm perfectly content getting my RPs the old-fashioned way.
Come on.
More than happy to. Actually, I would prefer it.
Strongly.
Really strongly. That's what I was kind of hoping that guy was gonna be like even if he like halfway did we're gonna bow and then I'm gonna wait until you guys are fighting something. I was kind of
sort of hoping he was.
I was kind of halfway hoping he was gonna do it.
Come on, man. Come on.
We gotta
troll.
Take care of that bloodlust.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Man, seriously though, this whole not being able to run faster than like there's babies skipping around me, just like lapping me.
Daytona 500's the one to watch.
Sure.
So I get on there and I only knew one person I'd heard of was Dale Earnhardt. Not Junior, Dale Earnhardt. Number 3, etc., etc.
The Intimidator.
The Intimidator. He was an easy car to pick out. I could see him. It was easy. I was like, all right, I got this. So I was pulling for him. That was the race that he died.
Oh, good. That's right.
I decided it was best for me not to watch NASCAR sometime after that. It was clearly just not, maybe, I've always yelled where I wanted some people to die, but I didn't actually, believe me, I'm not making light of this in any way. I'm kind of laughing about it, but I'm not.
Sure.
I was legitimately like, I'm not gonna.
So you just ding 19.
I'm just 19.
Yeah, you just ding 19.
I'm like, what in the world did we do?
Pick the longest
we were
route.
Going out the long way. Like,
no, we are apparently, because even though we're pretty much going a straight line.
Good Lord, that was a day and a half. All right, jeez. I told you, you can't fight these and it be daytime.
No, it just doesn't work out that way.
It's coded in. They have that stuff coded somewhere. Are they fighting bogeys? Yeah, lights off.
Any day now.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the longest part of the trudge. I mean, are over here, around here, right? Like I feel like I'm almost at the PK, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I figured I would have seen a cat or something.
Something. No, we're right where they should be. All right, so hang on.
Yep. No, I see it. I see it now.
Yes, here they are.
Yeah. Like,
So here's a
just
rat.
over the edge.
Yep. There's a second rat.
I got one on me. I'll bring it over.
All right, well, let's handle these three just in case something. Oh, this.
One of us. One of us.
Yep. That's our 5. Exciting part of the stream where I will be wandering to go and
Use right now, they're not that expensive.
Yeah, true. They're giving them away. You can have this. Oh, how much is it? No, you just hang on to it. It's yours then. All right, let's see here.
Actually, I should pay you money for taking it off of my hands.
Exactly. You have cleared a spot on my shelf. I appreciate that. Thank you. Take 2.
Okie dokie. See, and that's the other thing too. Playing warrior, it's like autopilot. It's in the sense of, you know, like where to put my points. You know, maybe a little bit of thinking around what I might want to put my realm points into, but not that much, really.
What's the thing that hits hard? That I want that. I mean,
pretty much, really. That's really what it boils down to. It's just like, okay, what can I do? Like for me right now, Mastery of Pain.
I know exactly what I want to do.
No, I did say it. If there's a little, like maybe like a little bit, like maybe what you want to get first, but like as far as like what you're gonna end up working towards, ultimately, isn't like there's not. It's not that you can't go with different some flexibility there, but really, you know, for me, it's like I'm gonna go with Mastery of Pain first. I am gonna put some into maybe a little bit into debt, but I was double checking. I don't get stoicism on a warrior because that's where like berserkers and stuff get it, and that's where debt really starts to pay dividends because it stacks on top of your the term. So you have stoicism that like gives you like 25% reduction, and then you can stack the determination on top of that. And that's why they have them on like the like kind of those push melee, like light tank types, you know, the ones that are trying to push through to get to the back line. You can really do some damage with that. But like my weapon stuff, okay, let me just put the points here.
Point click.
Well, pretty much, I just can't get that yet. Let me get to 18 so I can get that weapon skill. What is that? Opening is assault. Oh, that's off my parry. That's my parry chain. Nice. Then shield. Just gonna go through. Okay, I get one off the block. Not bad. Not bad. It's not like I can't respec later.
Points 104.
Where's my woodpile sniffing hound at?
What?
Yeah.
All right, so let me think for a second.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Come on.
Come here. I'm a woodpile boy.
Whatever.
Go get it.
All right, let me think about it for a second. We've skipped it so much.
I know.
Now I'm like, wait, crap. I want to say there's one near the bridge for sure. But before we get there, we have a...
Oh, there's one right there. You go play with the badger. I'll see if it lets me. Just sticking badges. Fix your game, broadsword. Okay, what in the hell?
You can't get it?
I cannot carry that object.
That is the strangest thing.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna... Almost like, okay, do I just
not pick them up.
Well, there's that, but also like I also don't want to I don't want it to be like a sign of some other weirdness.
True, fair enough.
Is it going to tell me I can't pick up the chests in TOA?
Sure.
Right. Now that right there, be like, screw that. You know,
yeah, that would absolutely
It's just an intro.
It was huh?
It's just an intro.
That was a real change for the tom-toms.
Tomtas, yeah. You have a side, you're only
just
at
never know. It goes south kind of fast.
Well, if you had a bit more mana